Hello. So I keep seeing this claim now, mostly on Facebook. All these posts about how Neanderthal interbreeding happened because of some kind of preference. I find this a little bit. Well, I can say, yeah, I'm a little bit annoyed about how often these titles are oversimplifying things. Because how do we even know if there was any kind of preference? Preference, uh, it means like some kind of choice. Someone choose someone. And we don't know what they were thinking, why they did what they did like 50,000 years ago. What we can tell by looking at genetics. Uh, yes, I am a European. I have some Neanderthal DNA. But yes, more specifically, what it shows is this asymmetric gene flow. More Neanderthal DNA survived in our lineage, how do you say it, through modern human mothers than the other way around. And yes, this is important. We have zero Neanderthal mitochondrial DNA. Mitochondrial DNA passes only through the mother. If a Neanderthal woman had been successfully having children with modern human men, children who survived and reproduced, we would expect to see some trace of it, but we don't. Uh, so the question isn't no about a preference. The question is actually who survived and who didn't. Okay, when a Neanderthal father and a modern human mother had children together, their daughters did sometimes survive and go on to have children of their own. We know this because we carry autosomal Neanderthal DNA today. That's the regular chromosomes, not the sex chromosomes like XY. And it comes through this line. But their their sons largely, apparently, didn't reproduce successfully. Because, yes, we don't have any mitochondrial, like haplogroups or Y chromosome haplogroups surviving from Neanderthals. There is no direct line which survived from the Neanderthals, but we still have their DNA. It doesn't mean there were no attempts, there were no possible couples in different combinations. Yeah, because you could say that also they had a preference only for daughters. Well, probably. Okay, maybe. We don't know. Why? There are reasons why this could happen. For example, yes, white storks and black storks. I was looking if they can have children. I was like, wait, I mean, how close are they? And apparently, cases like this happen quite recently, few summers away. Somewhere in Germany, there was this, I think, white male stork and black female stork, and they had children, like chicks. Yeah, and actually, in some kind of Tallinn zoo, they also had, but probably that was other way around. And what I remember, their children, well, children, they didn't, they were infertile. They couldn't have children. Yes, because females have two X chromosomes, and if there is a problem in one of the X chromosomes, the other one kind of, to say it, does the job. So this is a natural selection filtered out over thousands of generations. As example, I don't know for sure there is this debated hypothesis that Neanderthals may have carried negative blood, rhesus negative blood. And even there are people who suggest that we inherited this rhesus negative blood from them. Because this is something apparently what occurs very rare. So what are the chances that well, there is a chance, but I don't know. Okay, that's another thing, not related maybe so much. As I am myself rhesus negative mother, so I know about this. Neanderthal, for example. woman if she was rhesus negative, for example, and she had a child with a modern human, maybe her body just had this immune response. Well, basically, your body kills your child. Yes, this is how it happens. And if this rhesus factor is just one example of a whole class of different possible incompatibilities which could they could have and which could work in similar way. Modern humans and Neanderthals had been separate populations for around half a million years, actually. And in that time, all kinds of differences could have developed in immune systems, blood antigens, who knows what. Another thing, what could be, we don't know. It could affect in a way that their children could have some like genetic conditions. Maybe even if they were born, they couldn't survive. Or actually, it can be maybe even just a coincidence. Do we know how many these kind of mixed couples existed? Yes, for quite a longer period of time, modern humans and Neanderthals lived kind of together in one area. But do we know how often they had families together? Because not all human lines, mitochondrial or Y chromosome lines, survived. About this preference thing, that we don't know how much of preference actually played any role. Maybe there were real families, real couples. It is possible. There could be also some kind of violence happening. Not most likely it happened. Like it happens today. We have normal couples and we have abnormal situations. And most likely back then we had all sort of things happening too. Yeah. Thanks for watching and goodbye.